Check out the website jfresh.co.uk.
Yo, what's happening? It's Ashley Thomas, aka Bashy. What you have to do is make sure you go check out the website jfresh.co.uk.
What's good, people? It's JFresh here for the website jfresh.co.uk. I'm joined by the multilingual rapper who is the talk of the road right now. My boy Bashy. What's happening, fam?
I'm good, boy. You alright?
Great to see you again, man.
Yeah, man. You too, man.
Now, I always like to give you a nice little intro, but
I said multilingual, you know.
Fire in the booth, fam.
Yeah.
People gone crazy. The streets gone crazy. 550 retweets on your phone there. What's happening?
No, that was from one person's tweet. I was like, who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Did you have any idea it would impact the way it would?
Nah, to be honest. No, I'm always nervous when I put things out. Like, I always want it to be received well, but I'm always like, yo, like, yeah. No, I was properly blown away by people's response. Actually, yeah, it's good. It's a good feeling to, like, you know, then people like what you're doing. It's like, it's good. It's like, yeah.
So obviously, props to Charlie Sloth for getting you in there to do that thing.
Yeah, big, like, Charlie Sloth's been trying to get me in there for ages, like for about 3 years or something. Like, every time he sees me, like, yeah. So when you coming up for Fire in the Booth, I'm just like, I don't know, when I'm ready. And then I was ready, like we was ready now, and it was just like now is as good a time as any. But props to Charlie Sloth anyway, man, because yeah, there was something about the energy in the room on that day, that like just even the way, I don't know, the bars, the energy I was giving him, then he was giving it back to me, and I think it was going back and forth. So even though the lyrics and stuff are good and that, I feel like the energy as a performance on a whole is what made it what it is.
As you mentioned about timing, and it seemed, especially if you look through the whole video, there was a lot of things you wanted to air,
yeah,
you wanted to get out there, and it just, from your perspective, did it seem like that right time to get that stuff off your chest, use that platform and let people know what's really going on up there?
Yeah, it was as good a time as any, because what I do think, sometimes your music can't reach everywhere just off the nature of music. Do you get what I'm saying, of how it works in terms of, like, say if I put out a track, it might not go everywhere, but the fact that, you know, it's on Radio 1, Charlie Sloth, Radio 1's got over 1 million subscribers, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, if the social sort of network, social media world gets a hold of something, it can really take it to that next level. Whereas a track, sometimes it can happen with a track, but I think it's easier when there's a visual and they can see the person flesh moving around, and you can see like real personality and
emotion. Yeah,
because the track, you know, it's constricted in terms of like it's a certain time, and do you know what I mean? Like, but
there's a certain limit to it,
yeah,
to how it can be perceived.
Yeah,
because it's fixed.
Yeah, but then with a freestyle, it's like, raw. Like, I'm just going off canter, just going off book. Charlie's
wheeling up tunes,
yeah,
and dropping bombs and everything.
Yeah, so then it's just like, it's very much in the moment, and I think that's what. Let me come a bit close. I feel a bit far, so
bring it. As long as it's still in shot.
Yeah, am I in shot?
It's all good. We in shot, Mitchell. Yes, let's continue. Let's share the love.
I felt proper far for a second.
That's good. It's been a while. Now we're reconnected.
Yeah,
so
cool.
All good.
Yeah, cool.
A lot of content within the freestyle.
Yeah,
as well. A lot of lines that people are throwing around left, right, centre about Louis V.
That's quite funny. Do you know what's
got to be one of the major ones that's quoted to me in the last day or two?
Do you know what's just so, like, you know, like I said a lot of things.
You did say a lot of things. But you smashed it up, fam.
But that was like that's like everyone's favourite line at the moment. Like, it's Jammer. Jammer's cracking me up. He put up like an Instagram post. If anyone's watching, whoever's watching, it's just like, go and check Jammer's Instagram when he plays it for that line. He does something that's so funny to me. I just think it's funny. But yeah. And
one particular element that I kind of picked up on that I liked was when you were saying about people who have been in this situation, fellow artists with deals with situations that they haven't maintained.
Yeah.
Because there still is a perception among some aspiring artists or people in the game that the main objective is just that major label signing. And once that's achieved, the career is done. But that's certainly not the case. We know that.
Yeah, no,
I have to put it out there.
I think, this is my opinion, like, when you sign that deal, that's when the work begins again. Like, you get what I'm saying?
The next level of the
workload. So, like, like I'm a independent advocate, but just because I've been forced to be independent. Do you get what I'm saying? I didn't get offered any deals and that, and it was just like, all right, cool. I'm just, well, I have had offers now, but it's just like, at the time, none. So I just gone out and done my thing, and then like, I've seen friends, just people, just like get true, like in a system where they don't really care about the artist. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just like, they're there to make money. There's obviously some people that's, I don't know, some people that want to see someone be successful and care about the artist and want to nurture them, and maybe if their first project doesn't work so much, then their next project will pop. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like Amy Winehouse, say, even for instance, her first album was sick.
Frank.
Yeah, but it didn't go crazy. It was the next album, Back to Black, sick, blew up. But that's just because the record label believed in her. But some artists, they don't get that treatment. They just get like, raw flop, you're out the door. And I think people need to not look at, like, they need to see the major labels maybe as like a tool to aid what they're doing, not like, let me sign, I've made it. No, because this doesn't happen. The system tends to just not even spit you out. It's more like shit you out. It's like takes all the goodness, all the nutrients, and then like you're gone.
Especially if you're a newcomer and you don't fully understand the situation, you can just sign and then you don't quite know what you're getting into.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's like, but independence hard as well, because then you don't have the same power. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, you don't have the same influence and other things. But this is what it is, man. You just need to crack on. No complaining. Just crack on and just do your thing. Yeah.
Do you think you are too outspoken for a major label?
I hear this a lot. Like, even my friends are just like, bruv, sometimes they're like, bruv, allow it, man. Just
I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, no. My personal,
I like your vibes, I do.
Some of my friends, like my tight friends, who would just tell me the truth. Like, when they hear me say things, they're just like, oh, here we go. Like, this
He's
guy.
on again.
This guy.
Okay.
This guy, he's just like, but yeah, maybe I am, but it is what it is, man. I'm just going to be real to myself. And if people like it, which they seem to be liking it at the moment, well, they like it today. So it's a good thing, you know. Like, I feel like, right, that threw me. But yeah. Am I too outspoken for a label? No, man, I don't think so. I think that there's outspoken artists on labels and that anyway. So yeah, I just feel like maybe here, maybe in the UK, maybe it's a bit like, yo, like, what is this like? But
this guy's not playing the game fully, so
no. But I have tried to play the game now, like, I think, and then I have tried. Everyone has, but I just can't be bothered. Like, it's long. I just rather just say what I want to say, do what I want to do, make music I want to make, music that I like, and people like that. I think people prefer that. Like, they don't. I don't know. I think the world is so saturated with like pretentious behavior that like
the Instagram culture, maybe.
Yeah. I just feel like maybe that like sometimes, like, so then when something a bit real comes out, I think maybe sometimes it can maybe feel like, oh, it's a breath of fresh air. Yeah, I think maybe that's what it is.
As an artist, you've always put out tracks that have resonated and kind of stood the test of time. No, fam.
Thank you.
And it was only a few days ago, and I was getting my stuff together for this week's radio show that I dug out Black Boys, a record that, you know, you press play on and still, despite all these years, it still sounds relevant. It still sounds fresh, and there's really clear messaging in there about what you're trying to get across. Have you ever considered a career in politics?
Definitely not. No, I'm not. I'm not the politics guy.
Could you not be that figurehead guy? Could you not be the guy that a lot of people can relate to?
Yeah, a lot of people relate to me, I guess, because I'm just like the normal guy. Like, I'm just like the average guy. I feel like it doesn't matter if you're. I get it if someone's black and they relate to me even more, because there's more of a in terms of what you see visually. But then I think just in terms of just some of the things I feel like everyone thinks them. Do you get what I'm saying? Everyone's got a dream. Everyone wants to make it. Everyone wants to look after their family. And I think those are just common principles among human beings. You get what I'm saying? So, but politics for me, nah, man, because you gotta lie too much, man. I think that's just my opinion.
Could you not be the guy who gets in that position and then makes a change? Because there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of real positive messaging in the records and in your actions and what you're about, and it is as a selector, it's a breath of fresh air for someone to come with records and a vibe that is just another side that is the true essence of hip hop.
Yeah, no, but
rather than just a one-dimensional thing.
But
too much pressure.
Yeah, no, not even. Yeah, for politics, like we live in a capitalist like society, so it's just like it's driven by money, and sometimes you have to tell the lies to get the big money. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, if you're not gonna lie, then and you're not gonna get the money, then you're not going into power. I just think that's just how it works, me personally. But I'm not really. I need to study politics more. I'm not really into it like enough to understand it. Maybe if I understood it, maybe, but I don't understand it enough to even think. So on face value, no.
Okay. I'll ask you this question in 2 years' time.
I'll still be like, no. What do you think? I'm just going to switch up and just be like,
nudge you towards
Ashley Thomas MP. Nuts.
I think you'd smash it.
Nah, that's not my thing, man. And I just like, I'm too much of a free spirit to be like that. I'm just like, I'm an entertainer. That's what I love doing. That's how I present my art. And if I could change, I'm not trying to change the world in that way, in that cheesy way, but if I can just like get in someone's thought process and make them think about stuff and interpret my work, then that's cool for me.
That's a good step.
Yeah.
Let's talk about music now. Now, the last time we caught up, you had just dropped the track. These are the songs.
Yeah.
That was a real sample to a real nod to like the UKG, the grime, Creeper in there, Morph Oi. New record, again, gives that little nod of respect to the old school UKG flavours. It's important to show people your roots. Yeah,
I think like that coming from where we come from, especially like I grew up on hip hop, I grew up on grime, I grew up on garage, I grew up on R&B, revival, lovers rock from my parents. Hip hop is a genre that used to take music, flip it on its head, sample it, add a beat, add a bass line, flip it out, and then rappers spat on it. Yeah. So me, this is just like my interpretation of that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, raw. I love garage, I love grime, I love this. Let me take songs that I like, not all the time, but if I feel the vibe, then I'll flip it and then just give my own interpretation of it. Because not like I have got loads of different styles. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not every time that I want to be like serious bash and or like, you know, like conscious bash or have something to say. Or sometimes I just want to be like, I just want to have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really go to the club much anymore, but like when I do go, like, I just want to, I just want that energy. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's what Bring the Lights Down is about.
And the track, the video's online already for people to see.
The track is out now, so people should go on iTunes. Go on iTunes right now. That one. Go on iTunes right now. It's 99p. Make sure you're supporting independent artists, and not just any independent artists. Independent artists that are making good music that you can relate to.
And if you like Them Two Destiny, go and buy his record as well.
Get it. Just get it. Just if it's good, just get it.
Now the Rags to Riches, the clothing line.
Bish Bash Bosh.
Bish Bash Bosh. So many brands that you look after, that you push, that you support. With your empire, is there an ultimate goal? Ultimate objective?
Yeah, no, the ultimate. It's about now, but the goal just keeps on evolving. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't think there's going to be like an end, because there's always more you can do. Do you get what I'm saying? So
diversify and move.
Yeah, there's always other opportunities. There's other worlds that you haven't explored. So no, there's no definitive sort of like we're going to be finished. Like when we get here, we're going to stop. Like nah. But yeah, in terms of just building our company, Rags to Riches, building the Bish Bash Bosh brand, linking with other brands and companies, and to be honest, we want my music career to just be in the direction that it needs to be heading, which is right now is in a good space, creatively, and then just have like opportunities for other people. Like our sort of goal is to be able to have a huge building. No, let's go for like a medium-sized building
to start with.
Yeah, to start with.
Huge.
Yeah, and just like have young people sort of like giving them an inroad into the industry. Like, and not just for music, just on a whole. So like, if you do like photography, like you come there, you have artists to work with and hone your craft, and then if you produce or if you do like, so that's what we're working towards right now.
And you can help that flow of information and letting people
Yeah,
know
well, we can
pitfalls and what to look out
Yeah,
for and how to apply yourself in the right way.
we could just give you like
the right
the
education.
shortcut. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like I've been burnt a couple times, lost a lot of dough, and like so have other artists. Do you get what I'm saying? So I will be there, like not just me, my cousin who's also my manager as well. Just like to just be like, look, this is how. You get what I'm saying? Like don't like anyway. Just to give advice and that, because and just to tell people, because I swear, like when we was coming up, even now, like, but we make it our point to learn things, but nobody tells you how to do anything. Do you get what I'm saying?
There's no template.
Yeah, so it's just like, right, how do I get my video on TV? Like, if you don't know, you don't know. Even if you want to shot your video, like, how would you get it on TV if you don't know? Like, how do you get yourself an acting agent? How do you reach out to this person? The information's not there. It's just not, and well, it's there, but people are not trying to tell you.
There's a lot of parallels there, although we, as a selector and a radio presenter, we do different things, but it's within the same industry.
Yeah.
There is no course to go on.
Yeah.
You think, right, radio show, how do I get it? How do I link with artists? How do I let them know I'm supporting their music?
Yeah.
How do you do the club work? How do you reach out? And you do learn as you go. And I think you're always constantly learning throughout your career and picking up the new skills, the new technology, and applying that to what you do.
Yeah.
Do you do with Twitter strongly?
Yeah, I'm Instagram and Twitter strong, but like, it's like, it's just like there's Snapchat now, and I'm just like, I felt like the other day I was like what is that? Like I was baffled, and I was just like, usually I know everything, so I just thinking like, bro, am I like losing touch with what's going on? But like, I can't be bothered for that. I just like Snap for me. I just think later, man. I just use Instagram, man.
Snapchat just gets me in trouble. I've got to be honest with you. Just gets me in trouble.
Is it? Why? What do you do?
I didn't do anything, but if people have your Snapchat address and they start sending you certain pictures,
oh, is it naked ones?
In
and
a situation where the phone goes off and it's like, who's that? Why did they send you that?
Okay,
It can definitely not be your fault and not be something you've encouraged.
Yeah, I need to know.
But you can understand how sometimes it can come back to get you. Just a little bit of helpful information there.
Yeah, One
friend to another, just keeping you in the loop.
My girl don't play, so I'm definitely not like. My girl will switch for that. No,
she'll go crazy for that.
It's long.
Interesting question. We caught up with Bizzle last week, and
Bizzle,
and with all his stuff and his self-ownership and his brand and stuff. There's a lot of parallels with yourself and your kind of ethic as well. But
I learned from like the first person I ever went on tour. A lot of people won't know that. The first person I went on tour with was Lethal Bizzle. He asked me, like, he was just like, hit me up and was just like, oh, I'm doing a tour. Do you want to support? So I was just there, and I've learned things from Bizzle anyway. Like he's a hustler, and I just like the way he goes on. Like, he don't give a fuck. It's just like me. It's just like later we're just doing what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But the entrepreneurial flair and spirit is definitely present with you, clearly. What skills do you think...
I'm all right. I'm learning still.
What skills do you think are essential to be a good entrepreneur?
Know-how. Like, I think you need to know a lot of, like, know as much as you can. You don't necessarily have to be able to do everything, but you need to just know things, I think, and just think outside the box of how you can make things happen. I think that's like a entrepreneurial spirit, I think. Yeah, just thinking outside the box, really. And just not having it. Like, just not taking no for an answer and just finding a way in. Do you get what I'm saying? For like doing something. So like, I've never had a record deal ever. But at the same time, there's artists that are either nowhere to be seen or they haven't had the same level of success, and that's not because like I'm some sort of like genius, but that's just because I think outside the box and I work hard, and I just think that's entrepreneurial spirit.
Wicked, man. There's some positive vibes there for people.
Well, no, I'm just trying to tell people like, because people just like like no one ever tells you, like no one ever sits in an interview. Everyone's always like, yeah, it's easy, you're done. No, trust me. Like, there's levels to this. Yeah, there's levels. But like people, like, no, anyone can do it if you like apply yourself and you truly focus and believe that you can do it. Then you can do it. But no one ever tells you that in interviews. I feel like people are just like, yeah, you're done. No, does this thing.
Yeah, don't want to put it out there, but I think there's a lot to be said for a little bit of research.
Yeah,
You can find it. There are things out in the world such as books, as well as the internet.
Yeah, like I was saying,
if you
there's
can find things, you can help shape you and move you forward to what you want to achieve, man.
Yeah, there's not all like I was saying, like the people don't tell you. Some of the information's out there if you go and look for it. And then the other thing I was gonna say is learn to do things yourself. So like learn to use Photoshop, learn to use a little photo edit, learn to use Logic or whatever music. But just learn to, you don't have to be sick on it, just so that you can just do basic things, and that will help aid your career a lot.
Definitely. Well, listen, as always, it's been great to catch up with you, man. So proud of you at the moment, keeping it independent. Smile on your face.
Allow me. I'm blushing.
Yes. And go and buy Bring the Lights Down right now. Otherwise, we'll send his missus round and
boy,
sugar in.
You don't want that.